sure. I would just always soak up a few extra minutes with reading time. So sorry I didn't notice you there right away. Anytime I get a chance, I grab a book. So let's find out what's in our mailbox and what we're going to learn about today as readers. Ooh, we have some little sticky notes or some little post-it notes. Looks like you'll need some sticky notes later or just some paper or maybe some bookmarks. Ooh. Oh, and a book. Wonderful. Today, readers, we are going to talk a little bit more about why you might mark pages in your book to talk about later. What are some reasons that you might find a page interesting? Why might I find a page interesting? Why might you find a page interesting and you want to show it to somebody? There's a couple of different reasons. You might mark a page because you're wondering about something like, oh, what's going to happen next? I'll mark that page because I'm wondering what's going to happen next. You might mark a page because you think it's really interesting or really funny. You might mark funny pages. You might mark a page because you really like the pictures or the illustrations. Then you could mark it. You might mark a page because you like the words. You like the text. You might mark a page that makes you confused. I don't get it. And then you can talk about it to somebody and they can help you figure it out. Like, oh, this page is confusing. I will ask my dad about it later. And you might mark a page that reminds you of something or it makes you think of something that happened to you. Like, oh, I did that. I tried a skateboard, and you can mark it. So I'm going to pretend I'm a kindergartner and I'm going to read through this book a little bit and I'm going to mark some different pages and I'll tell you why I'm marking them. Am I wondering? Is it interesting? Is it funny? Do I like the pictures? Do I like the words? Am I confused? Let's find out. Pete the cat and his 4 groovy buttons. So I'm going to pretend I'm a kindergartner and I'm looking through the pages to find a few to mark. You don't want to put a sticky note on every single page. No, just a few of the best. Just a few things that you want to talk about later. Oh, this one's kind of funny. I do like the beautiful red couch. Oh, I definitely want to mark this page because I love how the illustrator did this and it makes it look like the button is flying off. And then I love this word pop so big. So I find that interesting. I like the pictures and I like the words. So I'm going to mark this page because I want to talk to my stuffed animal about it later, or my mom or dad or grandma. So I'm going to mark it. I like this part and I want to show it to somebody. Oh, I find this so interesting. And as a kindergartner, I don't really understand this math work yet. So maybe I should talk to somebody about this. What does this exactly mean? I'm wondering about this math work and I'm a little bit confused about math in a book, in a storybook. So I'm going to mark that and I can talk about it with somebody later. Like, there's math in here? Wow. So I'm going to mark that. Stick it on here or put a little piece of paper in there, put a little bookmark in there, because I really need to talk to somebody about this math. That's very interesting, but a little bit confusing to a kindergartner. How do I read that? What does that say? So I find that kind of interesting. And I'm in kindergarten and I'm going through and I'm kind of at the end here and he looks a little bit sad. And I like it how they always say, "Did Pete cry?" Goodness, no. They say that all the time, like on a bunch of pages. So I've got to mark that because I want to read that to my stuffed animal. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. They always say that. So I'm going to mark that. So far I marked 3 things. I marked the picture that I liked. I marked confusing math for me. And I marked these words. I like these words. So far I have 4 things that I want to talk about to my stuffed animal. It's his belly button. Oh my gosh, I have to show my stuffed animal that. So I'm going to mark that. 4 things to talk about. That's pretty good. So now I have 4 things in my book that I want to talk to my stuffed animal about. Or I can talk to my grandma about it, or my aunt, or my babysitter. I could talk to someone at Boys and Girls Club. I could talk to grandma. I could talk to my sister. I could talk to my brother. I could talk to my pet. Grab my pet and talk to them about it. So this is how it would look. Hello, little squishy. I marked a few pages in my book that I want to talk to you about. Okay, little owl. I marked this page because I like it when it goes pop. I like that part. I find it very interesting and funny. Now, you're a squishy, so I don't know if you can tell me about this math part. What does that say? Oh my gosh. You're a wise owl because you know some math. It says 4 minus 1 equals 3. 4 take away 1 is 3. Ah, thanks, owl. Oh, owl, I like it when it says, did Pete cry? Goodness, no. He didn't cry. He never cries. He always just keeps going. And then, get ready, owl. It's his belly button. Oh my gosh. I love that part. All right, readers. So today and every day, you can put some paper in your book and talk about it. Things that are funny, things that are confusing, things that are interesting, things that are smart, and you can share your thinking with someone else.